And we welcome you to the Southwest Missouri Sports Complex here in Joplin, Missouri. It's day 2 of the 2014 ACCA Volleyball Tournament, match 2 of 4 here on day number 2. As we take a look at the bracket, Dallas Christian defeating Emmaus in match number 1 earlier today. They will meet the winner of our next game, which is the Hillsdale Lady Saints taking on the Faith Baptist Eagles. Hi, everybody. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you here once again. Let's meet the starting lineups. We'll start with Hillsdale. Hillsdale losing their opening round game to Dallas Christian in 4 sets. Head coach Jared Donahue will start this way. Number 2, Haley Self, 5'7" freshman from Norman, Oklahoma. Number 3, Rachel Travis, the Librero, a 5'8" junior from Moore, Oklahoma. Number 4, Presley Miller gets the start, 5'10" junior from Moore. Number 6, Emery Lindsay, 5'10" junior from Del City, Oklahoma. Number 10, Ali Rooks, a 5'9" junior from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Number 11, Veronica Birmingham, 6' sophomore from Moore. And number 29, Michaela Payne, 5'10" freshman from Moore. And now for Faith Baptist. Faith Baptist lost their first opening round game to Arlington. The head coach, Lanny Neihart, he'll start this way. Number 2, Emily Wolf, a freshman 5'8" from Des Moines, Iowa. Number 3, JoJo Hodak, junior 5'3" from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. Number 4, Emily Morton, freshman 5'6" from Elko, Nevada. Number 7, Kimberly Post, junior 5'9" from Mishawaka, Indiana. Number 8, Stephanie Knupp, a senior 5'6" from Ottoman, Iowa. Number 15, Alyssa Larson, 5'9" sophomore from Ottawa, Minnesota. Number 21, Shannon Stephan the Libero, a 5'5" freshman from North English, Iowa. So that's the starters. Both of these teams looking to advance, still with a chance to go to that championship game, although they're in the bottom half of the bracket. The winner will have a chance to play on against Dallas Christian tonight at 6:15. The loser will have to try to salvage a win tomorrow afternoon in the 5th place game, which will be at 12:15. It'll be Faith Baptist who will serve first. JoJo Hodak will serve. 18 aces on the season as we're underway here in the first set. Big hit by Lindsay, and a foul is called on Faith. That will give Emmaus their first point of the match. Or excuse me, Hillsdale. So Hillsdale leads. I'm still in the last game. Rooks to serve, and that's going to go well out of bounds. We're even at 1. Knupp with the serve. Received by Travis at the nets. Rooks has trouble with it as it goes out of bounds. So Faith leading it 2-1 now. Faith Baptist 21-10 after that opening round loss. Knupp out one into the net. We're even again at 2. So set 1, we're tied at 2. It'll be Lindsay the serve for Hillsdale. That's received by Wolf. The set, Wolf, big hit, dug out by Lindsay, who sends it over. Now the set goes to Wolf, and that's blocked back at the net. Birmingham was there. 3-2 in favor of Hillsdale here in set 1. Lindsay. The set's at the net, blocked back again. Faith stays with it, though. Morton able to get it over. Now Self pushed over. Lindsay is there. The set by Rooks. Big hit by Hillsdale. And Payne gets the point. So Payne makes it 4-2. Again, Lindsay serving. Received by Hodak. Morton on the attack. Lindsay digs it out. Again, it's Payne. Stephan there. Set goes to the center post. Dug out by Rooks. The set again, Payne. Dug out by Stephan. Back and forth we go. Morton, now Hodak gets it over. Lindsay sends it over to net. Big hit and a point by Post. So Faith now trailing 4-3 will serve, and it'll be Post who will serve for the Eagles. Kimberly Post. 51 aces during the regular season. Travis is there. Set goes to Self. Self, big hit. Post gets it. Now Knupp gets it over. Received by Miller. The set goes to Self. Diving for it. Faith Baptist Post. Now tapped over by Morton. Rooks dives for it. Travis sends it over. The set to the middle. Big hit by Larson. Rooks trouble with it. And we're even at 4. Boy, good back and forth between these two teams to start off this first set. Post. Set by Rooks. In the middle, it's Payne. Nice dig by Hodak. Diving for it, Travis, but they say it hit the ground. So Faith leads it now 5-4. For Hillsdale, big hit by Miller, and at the net, that's going to fall short, and Faith gets the point, leading it now 6-4. Post again, Travis, and Rooks at the net. It's short again. 7-4 for Faith Baptist. Post again. Received by Miller. Rooks. That's it up. Birmingham. Big hit. Too much on it, though, as that goes out of bounds. 8-4. Received by Self, and it was a short ball. Rooks had the dive to try to get it, can't do it, and Hillsdale wants to talk about it as they trail 9-4. Folks, we'd love to hear from you during today's broadcast. Use the hashtag ACCAVB on Twitter to interact with us and your well wishes out to the players as well. There's the hashtag to do that. Also want to remind you that you can subscribe to the ACCA YouTube channel. YouTube, the official streaming provider of the ACCA. You can get game schedules, and you can have reminders sent to your phones or your calendars, and your email as well if you have Gmail. So be sure to do that. Let's do a team profile and talk about Faith Baptist a little bit. They won 11 of 13 to close the regular season. Third straight year with improvements in the win column over the last prior year. They've won 16 of 21 in 3 sets, and they're 1-2 in 5-set matches. Keep an eye on that, as this one could go that long. Certainly potential for it. Again, it's Post serving out of the timeout, set by Rooks to Payne. Big dig by Hodak. Sending it over is Wolf. Payne again, the set by Rooks. Here's Self diving for it. Again, Hodak. That swing by Wolf is blocked back at the net. Nice play at the net by Hillsdale. And now for Hillsdale, Self to serve. Haley Self. Oh, nice tap at the net by Hillsdale, but Faith is there again. So back and forth we go again. The set, Birmingham at it, blocked back, and a nice play at the net. Again, this time it's Faith Baptist, who leads it now 10-5 with Wolf to serve. Received by Self, set by Rooks, tapped by Miller. Wolf is there. The set goes to Hodak. Dug out Birmingham. Back row, Self. Now the set comes to Larson. Big hit, and it's inbounds. So Faith leading it by 6. And Wolf will serve. Emily Wolf, the freshman from Des Moines. 27 aces during the regular season. Tried to get that one in play, but it goes out of bounds. Payne will serve now for Hillsdale. Payne 32 aces during the season. Short on that one, though. So it's Morton's turn for the Eagles. Emily Morton, 14 aces during the season. Received by Self. Set by Rooks. Birmingham out of bounds. So again, Morton will serve. Got some untied shoelaces to attend to first. So Faith Baptist up by 7 here in this first set. Again, the winner will play Dallas Christian tonight at 6:15. The loser off until tomorrow in the 5th place game. Here's the set by Rooks. Swinging hit by Miller. Now the set goes to Larson, and Larson puts it away. 14-6. Good start for Faith. After that tough first match against Arlington, Faith looking crisp here on the outset. Birmingham. Post is there. Big hit by Hodak, and does it go out of bounds? It does. So Hillsdale. Rachel Travis, 23 aces for the junior. Playing in her hometown, Moore. Received by Wolf. The set goes to Larson, and that's going to go off of Self, who gave it an effort, but it goes out of bounds. Steffen now for Faith Baptist. Received by Payne. Rooks the set. Miller taps it. Morton is there for Faith. Big swing by Post. Nice job by Travis. Now play at the net. It's still alive for Faith. Hodak gets it over. Hodak now on the recovery. Tap by Post. Diving again. Travis this time falls short. 16-7. The lead is 9 for the Eagles. Steffen the serve. And that's inbounds. So an ace for Steffen. That's her 8th of the season. Had 7 during the regular season. Steffen received by Rooks, and Miller over near the garbage can. Tried to make a reach. So all Faith Baptist right now. Steffen again. Rooks. Play at the nets. Faith able to get it over. Good job by Morton Lindsay there. Now here's Travis, dug out by Payne. And diving for it, trying to make the play again was Morton, but it goes out of bounds. So let's see if Hillsdale can get some points strung together here and work themselves back in set 1. They're down by 10 with Miller serving. Tapped over. Nice job by Faith there, but Hillsdale able to recover, and they get the point. Miller. Set back over. Here's the set to Lindsay. Big hit. And it's now 18-10. Miller. Steffen. And it's stuffed back at the net by Self. Good play. Hillsdale on a roll. And we're going to get a timeout by Faith Baptist. As we look at the folks, the Eagles bench. Folks, a reminder, you can order a DVD copy or a digital download of this and all of the other broadcasts during the 2014 ACCA Volleyball Tournament. Downloads are $5. DVDs, $20. That includes shipping. Go to my website there, chrisshima.com/ACCA. You can also send me an email to place your order. If you have folks that are going to be at the tournament this week, they can also order in person. So that's how you do that. Let's take a look at the Hillsdale side of things. The 2010 ACCA champions, runners-up last year and in 2012. 6th in the NCCAA with 1.73 blocks per set. 10th in the NCCAA in attacking percentage. Very disciplined team, despite the fact they don't have the wins to show it. Miller will serve again. Hillsdale on a roll here. Big hit by Post is dug out by Lindsay. Self and diving for it, but unable to make the play. Wolf on the back row. Miller, Morton, quick shot over by Knupp. Now Miller again gets it over, dug out Steffen. Over on the far side, Hodak. Now the set to Lindsay. Lindsay out of bounds. So for Faith Baptist, JoJo Hodak from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, the junior. Lindsay taps it over. There is Morton. Set to Post. Dug out Travis. Set goes to Self, and Self will get Hillsdale another point. 19-13. We're in the first set in a good match so far. Faith has led throughout. Hillsdale trying to fight their way back with Rooks serving. And that one clearing the net. Knupp gets there. The set goes to Wolf, and Wolf gets the point. Knupp now serving. Stephanie Knupp, lone senior on the roster. Received by Payne. Set by Rooks. Here's Payne teeing it up, and that is inbounds. Nicely done by Michaela Payne. Payne, pretty good blocker at the net, averaging around half a block per set. That's received by Wolf. Swinging hit by Post, diving for it. Lindsay, what a play by Lindsay, who does a somersault as she flips it over the net. And Lindsay will serve. That's received by Steffen. Here's the set, tap by Wolf and blocked back in her face. Payne and Birmingham were both there. I believe it was Birmingham. So it's a 4-point set now. Lindsay. Wolf. Wolf, big hit, and it's inbounds. 21-16. Post will serve. Diving is Travis. Can't keep it in bounds, though. And that's a 6-point advantage for Faith. We're going to get a timeout by Hillsdale as we take a look at the Hillsdale bench as they talk strategy here. Down by 6 here in the first set. Folks, don't forget you can chat with us on Twitter. Use the hashtag ACCAVB and let us know where you're watching from. Heard from a couple of folks during the Dallas Christian and Emmaus game. As we continue on here on day number 2 of this 2014 ACCA Volleyball Championship. Coming up later today, let's bring the bracket up here briefly for you so you can see what's later on today. Ozark and Arlington at 4:30. Winner of this game plays Dallas Christian in the nightcap at 6:15 local time, and all those times, FYI, are approximate. For Faith Baptist, Post serving. The Eagles up by 6. Lindsay. Rooks Now Payne, dug out by Wolf. Hodak. Morton gets it over. Lindsay. Now big hit by Birmingham. Nice tap by Larson. Lindsay and Self sent it over. It was blocked back by Morton. So 23-16 now. Post. Lindsay Rooks will set it up, but nobody's home. So set point now for Faith, 24-16. Post. Lindsay. Self hits it up. Birmingham gets it over. Wolf. Now Hodak tapped over by Canup. Dug out Travis. The set, Payne. Oh, nice dig by Post, but Hillsdale eventually gets the point. So Hillsdale staying alive here in this first set. Coming on for Faith is Emily Bernard, freshman from Alto, Illinois. Self with the serve. Over on the far side, that was blocked back by Payne. Trying it again is Larson. Self is there for Hillsdale. Big hit and the kill for Miller. 24-18. Again, it's Self. Received by Bernard. Here's the set, tapped over by Wolf. Rooks. Lindsay, back row. Set goes to Larson in the center, dug out by Self. Lindsay again, back row, and that is inbounds. 24-19. And Bernard's going to come out, coming back on his post. Self. Wolf got there, now Larson. Self at the net. That was Rooks, and they give the point to Faith Baptist, and that'll do it for set one. It's the Eagles winning it 25-19. Folks, we're going to step aside for a few minutes. We'll come back, bring you the second set here in this entertaining ACCA volleyball tournament. We're live from Joplin when you come back. Folks, if you're a small business owner needing help with your website, just had the promo up for you. Marketing services also available. On to set number 2. We go Krishima. Glad to be back with you here today in Joplin. Hillsdale will serve first, leading the game overall, or losing the game overall. As Faith Baptist wins the first set. As we're underway in set number 2. Rooks with the serve. Wolf gets there, set by Knupp to Wolf. Blocked back at the nets, and a nice play. It was Rooks who got it over. Faith had a little trouble over on the far side, and Hillsdale leads it 1-0. Again, Rooks. Received by Steffen. A set, tapped by Post, blocked back by Lindsay. Nice block by Lindsay. Emery Lindsay, 16 solo blocks, 32 assists during the regular season. Birmingham comes out. Sarah Thomas, the freshman from Delaware, Oklahoma, on for the first time. And again, Rooks serving. That's received by Hodak in the back. And at the net, Wolf can't get it over. So Hillsdale off to a good start here in the second set, leading at 3-0. Received by Miller. That was Morton, my apologies. Now Miller. Self gets it over. Dug out by Steffen. The set Post. Diving for it. Able to make the play is Thomas. Now here's Miller again. And Miller, it's short of the net. So it's 3-1 now in favor of Hillsdale. First serve here in the second set for Faith Baptist. Knupp will do it. Received by Thomas. Rooks the set. Tapped by Self. Blocked back at the net by Morton. 3-2 now. For Faith Baptist, Knupp. Thomas. Rooks with the set. Big swing by Lindsay. Dug out nicely by Hodak. Thomas, now the set again. This time it's Payne. Faith Baptist just getting it over. Miller, Thomas, now Self. Dug out again, Wolf. Hodak, tapped over by Morton. Sent over quickly by Self, and is it in play? No, it goes out of bounds. Even at 3 here in set 2. Knupp. And she gets the ace. Misplay by Thomas there. So Faith takes a 4-3 lead. We have a stoppage for a moment. Knupp, that's her 24th ace of the season. Knupp. Thomas. Rooks with the set. Big swing by Payne, but it goes out of bounds. 5-3 now. Last 5 points all to Faith Baptist after they trailed to start the set 3-0. Thomas, and a violation there. Cupping was Self. So Faith is on a roll. Last 6 points. They lead it now 6-3. That one just clears the net. Oh, you feel bad for Self in that kind of a situation. We're going to get a timeout now for Hillsdale. So a timeout. We'll take a 30-minute break as you get a look at some of the folks watching the 2014 ACCA Volleyball Championship. We'll be back after this. Folks, you can order a digital download and or a DVD of this game and all the other games of the 2014 ACCA Volleyball Tournament. Downloads are $5, DVDs $20. That includes shipping. You can go to my website to order. 50% of the money will go to Arlington Baptist to help them with their storm recovery. Out of the timeout, Faith Baptist, the last 7 points here in set 2. They lead it. The game overall 1-0. The serve, Thomas. The set to Lindsay. Lindsay tees it up. Dug out by Steffen. Set by Knupp, Wolf, and Hillsdale able to get it over. That's Miller, but it goes out of bounds. Knupp, Thomas gets there. Now Rooks with the set. Lindsay had it blocked back. Rooks just gets it over. Now Lindsay blocks it, but they give, oh, that was a mistake. Okay, originally they gave it to Faith, but it is a point for Hillsdale. It ends an 8-0 run here in set 2. Birmingham comes back in. Thomas will come out. So Lindsay will serve. There's the set. Big swing by Wolf. Birmingham tried, but Wolf, great effort. Post to serve. Lindsay. That goes over the net. Wolf is there. Hodak. And now it's blocked back at the net. Self and Birmingham make it a 9-5 score as Self will serve. See by Wolf. The set, Wolf again, that's inbounds. Nicely done by Wolf, and Faith is doubling up Hillsdale 10-5. Payne, Rooks, now Miller. For Faith, Hodak with a good hit. Birmingham was there though. Now it's Payne again, dug out. On the back by Wolf. Back row, post, and that's coming over near us. Off of Hillsdale. So it's 11-5 now. Wolf will serve. Lindsay, and that's short. Again, it's Wolf on the serve. The set, Birmingham pounds it. Couple of players, Morton, one of them trying to make the block, couldn't do so. And it is that ball is going to be short of the net. So 12-7 is the score. And it will be Payne to serve for Hillsdale. Received by Post. The set, big swing by Hodak, had it blocked back. Larson. Now Birmingham. Over on the far side, Morton with the set. Hodak getting there, Payne. The set goes to Miller, taps it up. Back and forth we go. Hodak tried for the swing. Now here's Birmingham, and that'll go out of bounds. 13-7. Faith leading it by 6. And serving is Morton. Emily Morton. 14 aces during the regular season. Received by Self. Set goes to Miller for Hillsdale. Now it's Larson. Lindsay digs it out. Big hit by Miller, and Miller with the kill. 13-8. Thomas is going to come in now as Birmingham will come out. And it'll be Sarah Thomas, the freshman, to serve. And that's going to go out of bounds. Faith Baptist, Larson will serve. Diving for it, Payne. Set goes to the near side, and Miller hits it where nobody's home, 14-9. It'll be Miller to serve. Miller, that's received by Steffen. Big hit, dug out. Lindsay, that's going to go off of Wolf, out of bounds. So Miller again for Hillsdale. That one just cleared the net. In the back, Steffen. Dumped over by Knupp. Here's the set by Rooks. And Faith unable to make a play on it. So Hillsdale coming back now, down only 3. Faith winning set 1. Miller. Set by Knupp. Tapped over by Post. There's Rooks. Rooks, nice play on the right side. So it's a 2-point set now, 14-12. Hillsdale. That's Miller. Here's the set by Knupp. Tapped over by Hodak. Payne is there. Lindsay tees it up and gets the point. Post attempted the block. And it's a 1-point set now, 14-13 for Faith. Morton comes out, Bernard comes on. Miller, received by Hodak. Set by Knupp. Hodak gets the point, and that ends the Hillsdale run, at least momentarily now. Hodak will serve for the Eagles. For Hillsdale, Payne was there first. Now she collides with Rooks, but Rooks able to get it over anyway. Knupp now Post. And Post with the kill. 16-13. Hi to Billy, who's watching. As Post makes the play. There you go, Billy. One of our Twitter followers who's watching the action back home. Payne. And I think Rooks got it over. 16-14 now, as Rooks will serve for Hillsdale. How about Jared Donahue in his 6th season, 128 victories against 113 losses. Wolf cross-court attack, and it goes out of bounds. So 1-point difference again, 16-15. Rooks, received by Bernard, sent over, but that's going to go out of bounds. We are all tied in set number 2, 16 all. Faith leading the match overall, 1-0. Rooks again. Bernard, this is the set, big swinging hit by Wolf, and it goes out of bounds. Faith goes back up by 1, 17-16. Out is Bernard, on is Morton. Serving is Knupp. Thomas gets to it. The set, Payne, dug out by Steffen, and Knupp keeps it in place. Steffen able to just get it over. Thomas now, the set goes to Self. There is Hodak again. Here's the set now, Wolf. And Wolf, nice job on the hit to keep it in bounds, 18-16. Again, Knupp. Received by Miller. Set goes to Lindsay. Knupp is there. Now Wolf, blocked back by Lindsay. What a play by Lindsay. 18-17. Birmingham out, or in for Thomas for Hillsdale, with Lindsay to serve. Set by Knupp. Miller sends it back over and able to get the point. Tied again here in set 2. Lindsay. Steffen at the net. Wolf. Lindsay. That's going to be a violation on Hillsdale, touching it 4 times. So Faith now leading it 19-18 with post serving. Lindsay. Set. Hit over by Birmingham. Hodak is there. That comes to Wolf. Wolf again on that back line. She did it to the near side the first time, went far side that time. 20-18, timeouts. As we take a look at the ladies of Faith Baptist, the Eagles. 21-10 on the season after that opening round loss. 16 of 21 victories for them this year came in 3 sets. They've only gone the 5 sets 3 times. They have a 1-2 record. The win was over Central Christian in the MCC. Hopefully that's not one too many C's tournament. So far, Faith defeated Hillsdale earlier this season. Hillsdale and Faith battling in a close set 2, though, with Faith leading it overall 1-0. So again, it's post out of the timeout. Who will serve? Set by Rooks. Payne had a block back. And Faith gets the point. 21-18 now. Post, Lindsay. Back row effort by Miller. Cannot clear the net. 22-18 now. The set, Payne taps it. Getting there is Morton. Big swing by Wolf. And now Faith is 2 points away from going up 2-0 here in the game. See by Miller. The set, Payne from the back, dug out by Hodak. That one blocked back. Hodak again dives to keep it alive. Wolf taps it over. Good play at the net, back and forth here, and finally it's off of Self. So set point for Faith, as they're poised for a 2-0 lead here. Post on the serve, received by Wolf. Lindsay to Wolf, who will send it over. Hodak gets there. And that is inbounds. Beautiful play as Faith goes up in the match. 2-0, winning set 2, 25-18. Folks, we'll step aside for a couple of minutes. We'll come back and bring you the third set right after this. We go to the third set. Faith Baptist leading it 2-0. Hiroshima, glad to be back with you here today in Joplin. Southwest Missouri Sports Complex is the site for today and tomorrow as well. Winner of this game will play later today at 6:15 approximate time against Dallas Christian. The chance to still play for the championship. So we're underway here in the third and final set. The loser will go to the fifth place game. That'll be tomorrow at 12:15. Lindsay puts Hillsdale up. It's Rooks to serve for Hillsdale, leading it 1-0 here in the third set. Hodak tapped over by Wolf. Self now. Self makes it 2-0. There's Morton on the reception now. Post at the net. It's short. So Hillsdale, just like they did in the second set, start with a 3-point lead. Received by Steffen. Here's the set. Big hit by Wolf. Ken Thomas and Miller finally gets it over. Here's the set post again. Rooks with the dig. Lindsay dug out by Steffen. Lindsay will try it again, and that one goes out of bounds. For Faith Baptist, Canup will serve. Stephanie Canup, lone senior on the roster. Received by Payne. The set, Self at the net, dug out Hodak. Now Wolf trying for it, blocked back. Canup, Wolf again, and this time she gets the point. Canup, that one into the net. So Hillsdale now leading at 4-2. Lindsay will serve for the Lady Saints. And she serves it into the net. So back-to-back service errors. And now it's Post's turn. Kimberly Post. Received by Lindsay and unable to make a play. Diving for it was Self, even at 4. Post Jr. from Indiana leads the team with 403.5 points during the regular season. Lindsay sends it over. Lindsay sends it over. Boy, playing at the net. Larson and Lindsay went back and forth a couple of times. Now Wolf. Payne gets it over. Here's the set. Again, it's Larson. Now Self, but that goes out of bounds. Faith leads it now 5-4. Post, Wolf, or excuse me, Self, nice tap. Even again at 5. Self to serve, and that goes out of bounds. So now it's Wolf's turn. Emily Wolf, freshman. Lindsay, and miscommunication there as that goes out of bounds. 7-5 in favor of Faith. Wolf, Lindsay, Birmingham, and Self hits it short. 8-5. Lindsay, set by Rooks. This time Birmingham Miller gets it to go. 8-6. For Faith Baptist, Joy Smith comes on, the freshman. As Hodak will come out. Serving is Payne. Tapped over by Canup. Set by Rooks. Miller gets it over, but that'll go out of bounds. Morton. Received by Self. Set by Rooks. Miller, big hits. Doing a somersault. Try to keep it alive was Post. You cannot, though. Thomas comes in for Hillsdale now. She'll serve for the Lady Saints. Received by Wolf. Morton. Now Larson does a nice job to send it over. Payne. Rooks from the back row itself. Dug out by Smith. And we have a foul called on Faith. So 9-8. Again, it's Thomas to serve. That's going to go off of Wolf, out of bounds. And here in the third set, we're even at 9. Thomas serves it into the net. So the air puts the Eagles up now by 1. Steffen will serve for Faith Baptist. Shannon Steffen, another freshman, picked up her 8th ace of the season earlier in this match. Post, big hit, out of bounds. So now it's Miller for Hillsdale. Received by Wolf. Set by Canup. Big hit by Post, and Hillsdale unable to make a play on it. Out is Smith, on is Hodak, and Hodak will serve for Faith Baptist as they have a 1-point advantage here in the third set. Hodak right into the net. So we're even again, back and forth this third set. Faith winning the first 2. Next time out, we'll recap the match for you. Here is Rooks to serve. Set by Canup. Big swinging hit by Wolf. Dug out by Thomas. Set by Self. Blocked back at the net nicely. Canup was there. It was Canup and Wolf, I believe. Canup will serve with a 1-point lead. Received by Rooks. It goes over, blocked back. Self is there, though. Back row, Thomas. That's dug out by Larson. Back row attack by Hodak. And the point to Faith. So 13-11 now. Thomas gets it over. Steffen set to Post. Dug out by Rooks. Post again. Big hit. And nicely done by Self as that ricocheted out of bounds. So Self picks up a kill. Self. As Thomas goes out, Lindsay will serve now for Hillsdale. The set goes to the far side. Morton taps it. Rooks is there. The set, big hit by Payne. Self sends it right back over. Now here's Wolf. Diving for it, Lindsay. Rooks. Back row, Miller. Hodak. Now Wolf sends it back over. So back and forth we go here with a 1-point advantage in favor of Faith. Now, we're going to be tied after that. 13 all here in the third set. Lindsay still serving for Hillsdale. Nice tap. And Hillsdale able to keep it alive. Birmingham gets it over after Knupp just tapped it over. Morton. Now Rooks the set. Big swing by Payne. Boy, the dig by Morton there. Now Morton will let it go out of bounds. 14-13. And post to serve for Faith. Received by Lindsay. Rooks with the set. And that's not going to clear the net from Miller. So Faith leading it 15-13. Knupp, Lindsay is there. The set, Self gets it over. Set by Knupp. Big hit by Larson and keeps it in play on the back line. So Faith getting a little bit of separation in what's been a back and forth third set. Post again. Lindsay Rooks taps it over. Getting there, Knupp. The set goes to Wolf. Wolf has it come back to her. Good block by Payne. Self now. Received by Post. Sent over quickly by Knupp. Self got there. Payne tees it up. Dug out by Hodak. Tapped over by Larson, and the point will go to Faith. Serving now for the Eagles, Emily Wolf. Self now, Rooks sends it over. Here's the set to the Miller. Larson had it blocked back. The set now to Hodak, and Hodak has a kill. 18-14. Bernard back on. Post will come out. So we're going to get a timeout here. Timeout from Hillsdale, so we'll step aside. 18-14. Faith leading set number 3. We'll be back. Eighteen to 14, Faith Baptist leading. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you here in Missouri. Day 2 of the 2014 ACCA Volleyball Tournament coming up. It's Arlington and Ozark at approximately 4:30. That ball hit, but out of bounds by Hillsdale, so it's 19-14 now. So Ozark and Arlington at 4:30 approximately. Lindsay, that goes out of bounds. So now Hillsdale's really up against it here in this third set, trailing the match 2-0 and down by 6 now, with Wolf serving for Faith. And that's into the net. So Payne tried to get it going. Getting it over. Nice hit by Rooks right at the net. Saw what the defense was doing, and Hillsdale now working back into it. Payne again serving. That just cleared the net. Knupp able to make a play on it. Set by Hodak. Larson, another big hit that stays in bounds. 21-16. Smith coming on as Hodak comes out, and it's Morton who will serve for Faith Baptist. See by Self on the back. Here's Lindsay teeing it up, but it goes out of bounds, 22-16. Lindsay at the net. Rooks diving for it, making a nice play. Morton. Now it's dumped over. Payne set by Rooks. Miller, big hit. Dug out by Wolf. Here's the set to Smith. Hillsdale able to get it over. Nicely done by them. Now Larson tries it. The block attempt, both Miller and Birmingham were there, and they come up short, 23-16. Can Faith wrap it up in 3 sets? They're 2 points away from doing that. Morton. Self, Lindsay. Well, Self will send it over, but that's well out of bounds, and it's match point now. Again, Morton serving. At the net. Played back over, Birmingham. Rooks, now from the back row. Self out of bounds, and that'll do it. Faith Baptist stays alive with a chance to go to the championship game as they defeat Hillsdale in 3 straight sets. So Hillsdale will take on Emmaus tomorrow at 12:15. Let's do the recap of this game first. As you see, Faith Baptist sweeping 3 sets, 25-19, 25-18, and 25-16. So let's bring up the bracket one more time before we head out and show you that it will be Emmaus and Hillsdale in the 5th place game. That'll be tomorrow at 12:15. Meanwhile, Faith will play on. They will take on Dallas Christian at 6:15 approximately later on tonight. Meanwhile, we will step aside. Coming up at 4:30, it's game number 3 of 4 here on day number 2. Ozark Christian and Arlington Baptist, and what should be a fun one to watch. So come on back at 4:30 for everybody here in Joplin. My name's Chris Sheeman. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you again in about 40 minutes.